Hello everybody in Celebration of Nature, and welcome to this week's Monday Moment. Even though it's Tuesday. Hope everybody enjoyed their holiday yesterday. Know what we did. We had a lot of family over, grilled out, hung out. It was fun. Anyway, I mentioned as we were going to go into this series on national parks that we might take a little diverting path every once in a while. Well, we're taking one this week. Okay, right off the bat. Because it occurred to me as I've been looking at people's work, especially as I worked through this last critique, is that these paintings that I'm seeing, I think, are just a little bit, they're overworked, overdone. And that's easy to do. It's really easy to do when you're when you're painting from a photograph and doing a lesson. It's really easy just to keep putting paint on there. So to kind of loosen everybody up, this week's exercise is about that. And this is something that I do regularly, and I mean regularly. If I'm going to start a large studio piece like this, I'll do a small piece like this just to get the paint moving, get my brain moving, get my hand moving, and getting into the motions of doing a painting. And so this week we're going to do two short studies. They're 15 minutes each. Not going to take you much time. And the idea is to learn how to make quicker decisions, paint more boldly, directly, loosely, and get into a painting and get out of it. I mean, these little studies aren't worth hours and hours and hours of time. I mean, they're worth the time we're putting into them, but not hours and hours and hours of time. So we're going to do a couple quick studies. So this is the first one. This is lesson number 1 this week. Really great little study of a tree. And what's important is I was recently asked by one of the members, how do you paint up here? How do you get into the tree, the sky behind the tree without getting the sky all green? So I show that in this, and I stress it. So I'll show you how to paint in and around the tree and how to get into the tree without contaminating and getting green all up in this area. So that's important. So I think this has turned out to be a really cute little study. Cute, what a word, cute. Neat little study. And I really enjoyed doing this one in 15 minutes. This is another one. This is a rock study. And another one took about 15 minutes. So there's 2 of them. I've split them up into 2 separate lessons. So have fun with those. Now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to do these a little more often, I think. And I'm choosing photographs that we've used in the past. From lessons that we've done in the past. Since you've seen the material, you've seen the scene, you may have or may not have, but hopefully you have painted it before, and so this is just another revisit to that scene. And this is what I suggest. Instead of painting the whole scene, what we've done is we've come into a particular item and painted just that one element in the scene. We talked about elements, we painted elements. This is kind of like that. We're picking one element out of a scene and painting it. So I think I'm gonna do this, and we'll come back and do this a couple times this year where we'll do these small studies, because I too, quite honestly, I get into painting like this, and next thing I know, I'm bent over and I'm painting like this, and it just dab, 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 dab. And so, piddling is what I call it. We don't want to piddle unless it's with a purpose. Piddle with a purpose, it's different. All right, so have fun with these. They're quick, in and out, and then next week we'll move back into the parks. I've got a few lined up, at least 3 or 4 that are lined up that I want to do next. And then so we'll have a demo challenge first week in June so that we can get that done. The critique is done, it's edited, it's ready to go. I'll post it tomorrow. That's it. It's Monday Moment on Tuesday. See ya.